Greetings, lads and ladies. It's time once again for Retronauts, the podcast that brings you sweet memories of your youth.
You just called it Retronauts. This is Retronauts Live.
Retronauts
Live!
Live!
Retronauts is dead. I don't know if you heard.
No, it's live
they
now.
killed it.
It's the zombie Retronauts. Except I'm really sick of zombies, so
Everyone
this is apparently not because people keep making video games about zombies.
No, they'll make
people
it
keep
so
buying video games about zombies.
Well past the expiration date.
I hope that Dead Island kills zombie games forever.
I hope it's just terrible and people
Yeah.
swear it off.
You mean Dead Sland?
We should send people the PR announcements for that game to make them hate the game.
Yeah, the Aubrey Norris
Oh
emails.
my goodness. I don't know who that lady is,
yeah.
but when she sends me emails that I'd never asked for, I get so angry.
Is Aubrey a guy or a girl?
It's
a
a
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
I actually have a filter.
Not a
on her
woman, a girl.
I have a filter for her email address to put her emails into my spam.
And now that we've alienated potential advertisers, let's carry on with our podcast. Hi, everyone. I'm the host of Retronauts Live, Jeremy Parrish. And with me here, a fine gallery of fine gentlemen to talk about fine video games of the past.
Hi, this is Frank Svaldi.
You're seeming very tentative today, Frank. Where's
How
your
you doing?
confidence?
Yeah, Retronauts
that's right.
Live.
Get that Italian
Retronauts
in
Live.
there.
Retronauts Live.
Right, very good.
Mm.
Hi, this is Christian Nutt, features director of Gama Sutra. Hi, Fran.
Is that
Which
me?
Fran is that?
It's my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Hi, this is Chris Kohler, the editor of Game Life at Wired.com. Hi, Christian's boyfriend.
And I already introduced myself. So let's just roll on into this merry episode. This past Monday, March 21st, I believe, was marked the 10th anniversary of the launch of the Game Boy Advance in Japan. And even though I said we're going to take some time away from Nintendo products with this show, I feel that we would be terrible humans if we didn't go back and look at the anniversary of the Game Boy Advance, because it was a great system, and I'm pretty sure that all of us have strong, fond memories of the system.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, 10 years ago. Where were you, Chris Kohler? I know you have anecdotes.
Well, Jeremy Parrish, thank you so much for asking. As it happened, when they launched the Game Boy Advance in Japan, I had just moved to Japan, and I had my first system launched in Japan was that of the Wonder Swan Color, but I was significantly
That
more
wasn't a
excited
real
about
system
Game
launch.
Boy Advance. Nah, no. it
So
was
your
not.
first memory of Game Boy Advance is being pelted with systems and batteries by little children calling you gaijin.
Something
Gaijin-san.
like that. Yes.
Go
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
Go back
yeah.
to your country.
doing little
You smelly American.
taunting me with dances.
Mm-hmm.
No. They were actually. I did live in the sticks of Japan, so we were actually kind of exotic. Like in Tokyo, there's just there's foreigners all over the
Everyone
place.
speaks English there.
For us, they just come and they look at you and they ask you questions. Look, kids, not adults.
And then the
sometimes
little
adults.
kids do the thing where they stick their fingers up your butt.
I didn't get any fingers in my butt. That's
You're doing it wrong.
I'm not going to say it's
You
I
missed
know,
the Japan
clearly,
experience.
Clearly,
You didn't really teach in Japan, did you?
I shouldn't.
It's
I
all a
shouldn't
lie.
have been playing so many video
No,
games.
he wasn't
Should
a
have been
jet. He was on Fulbright.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
So
right.
he didn't have to deal with smelly children.
Right.
I
You teach
see.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I think it's just a matter of statistics. You're playing the odds. You teach a class full of 30 kids. One of them
is like, buttocks. Yes.
I just never ran into that one kid out of 30 because I didn't
5 to
really have much
7% of them
interaction
are
with
like that, actually.
So I got down to the store. 38% of statistics are made up by Christian Nutt. So I got down to the store, and I got there really early before it opened because I was like, I'm in Japan. In Japan, they line up outside the stores for video game systems. No such thing happened. This was out in the sticks. Like nobody cared. I mean, people just pre-ordered their systems.
What kind of store was
I'm
it? Was it
assuming
like a camera
that
store?
I'm assuming
It was-
that when
no,
you
it
went
was-
to pick up your Game Boy Advance, there were just a lot of people like with straw hats leaning on a fence, chewing on some straw.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yep,
can't
there
get the Game
goes
Boy
the
Advance
foreigner
here."
picking up him fancy game system." Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Except in
awesome.
Japanese.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah.
I was sort of in it. It wasn't the sticks is a bit much. I was in sort of maybe like Japan's like Seattle. It was like the 7th biggest city in Japan.
That's not really the sticks.
But it was
Not at
still.
all.
It kind of is actually. Not
Well, you're
much
in the
happens out
suburbs,
there.
right?
If you're comparing it
Yeah.
to Seattle,
What?
if you're comparing it to Seattle, that is not the sticks.
Basically, he just said he
Seattle.
lived in
When you think
Kirkland,
about-
Yeah,
and now it's the
it's-
sticks.
It's tough to say. It was definitely. It was a city.
Like
it was
a
the center
suburb
of,
of
a city.
Dallas, maybe.
Right. But in any case, I got the Game Boy Advance, and I got Castlevania Circle of the Moon, and I got Mario Advance, which I was really excited about because I saw the screenshots, and it had giant robotic Birdos and that like giant like I thought until I started playing the game that it was a sequel to Super Mario Brothers 2 because they showed all these new features, and it was just a port that they had done a tiny bit of tweaking to. Either way, I was fine with that, and I think those were the only two games
You
that I got that
also
first
got
day.
a case of Ice Strain.
Yeah, no. Okay, so the dorms, the student dorms that I was living in, we had these desks, and they had